Hello everybody. If you want to read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 258, The Unexpected Visitor. It was a typical Tuesday afternoon at the quaint little bookshop, the Book Nook. Sunlight streamed through the large window, casting dancing shadows on the shelves filled with colourful array of books. The quiet was occasionally broken by the soft rustle of pages or the distant murmur of conversation from the nearby coffee shop. Behind the counter, Sarah, a bookworm with a warm smile, was organising new arrivals. She had just finished shelving a stack of detective novels when she heard a faint tapping at the front door. Curiosity piqued, she made her way to the door and swung it open. To her surprise, standing on the doorstep was a tall, slender woman with a peculiar air about her. She was dressed in a flowing emerald green gown that seemed out of place on a typical Tuesday afternoon. Her hair, a cascade of fiery red curls, framed her face, which was adorned with a pair of striking emerald earrings. "Hello," the woman said, her voice soft and melodious. "My name is Alara." Sarah was taken aback. "Welcome to the Book Nook, Alara," she replied, trying to hide her astonishment. "How can I help you today?" Alara stepped inside and glanced around the bookshop. "I'm looking for a very special book," she said, her eyes scanning the shelves. "A book that can change the course of history." Sarah raised an eyebrow. "A book that can change the course of history? That's quite a tall order." Alara smiled enigmatically. "Oh, I know it is, but I believe it's out there somewhere." Intrigued, Sarah asked, "What kind of book are you looking for?" Alara hesitated for a moment, then replied, "It's a book about time travel, a book that holds the key to unlocking the secrets of the past and the future." Sarah's eyes widened. "Time travel? That's quite a concept." Alara nodded. "I know, but I believe it's possible, and I need that book to help me." As Sarah pondered Alara's words, she couldn't help but feel a sense of excitement. The idea of time travel was both fascinating and terrifying. Could Alara really be searching for a book that could change the world? "I'll do my best to find it," Sarah said, determined. "But it might take some time." Alara smiled. "I understand. I'm not in a hurry. I'm patient." Before she left, Alara handed Sarah a small leather-bound journal. "This might help you," she said. "It contains clues about the book I'm looking for." Sarah took the journal and opened it. Inside she found intricate drawings and strange symbols that she couldn't decipher. She was even more intrigued now. "Thank you," Sarah said. "I'll do my best to solve the mystery." As Alara turned to leave, she paused and looked back at Sarah. "I'll be back," she said, "and when I do, I hope you have the book I'm looking for." With that, Alara stepped outside and disappeared into the afternoon sun. Sarah watched her go, her mind racing with questions. Who was Alara? What was her true purpose? And could she really find the book that would change the course of history? As Sarah closed the door, she turned to the journal in her hands. She knew she had a long road ahead of her, but she was determined to solve the mystery. The adventure had just begun. Vocabulary notes. Quaint. Charmingly old-fashioned or unusual. Example. The quaint little bookshop had a cosy atmosphere. Piqued. Aroused interest, curiosity, or anger. Example. Her curiosity was piqued by the strange noise. Enigmatic. Mysterious, puzzling. Example. She gave an enigmatic smile. Intrigued. Interested, fascinated. Example. She was intrigued by the idea of time travel. Specific vocabulary related to the story. Bookworm, a person who loves reading. Example, Sarah was a bookworm and spent most of her free time reading. Cascade, a waterfall or something that falls in abundance. Example, her hair was a cascade of fiery red curls. Decipher, to succeed in understanding, something that is puzzling or difficult. Example, she tried to decipher the strange symbols in the journal. Mystery, something that is puzzling or difficult to understand. Example, the mystery of the missing book deepened. Idiomatic expressions, a tall order, a difficult or impossible request. Example, finding a book that could change the course of history was a tall order. Out of place, not suitable or appropriate in a particular situation. Example, her emerald green gown seemed out of place on a typical Tuesday afternoon. Additional words and phrases. Curiosity piqued, interested, intrigued. To her surprise, unexpectedly. A peculiar air about her, a strange or unusual quality. A colourful array of books, a variety of books in different colours. A sense of excitement, a feeling of being excited or thrilled. The adventure had just begun. The exciting or interesting part of the story was just starting. Story written by Google Gemini AI. Images created by Designer AI. To read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Hello, this is Steve. If you enjoyed the story, please would you take the time to leave a meaningful comment and click on the like icon. If you want to know when the next story has been uploaded, please click on the notify bell icon to be notified. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and tell your English learning friends so they can benefit too. Thank you.